Hello and welcome to Crypto News today, the 27th of June, 2026. The top crypto news is as follows, and we will kick off today's episode with our exchange segment. I want to let you know that, according to reports we have received, Binance will stop serving citizens in the European Union starting next week, as it ultimately failed to obtain its MiCA license. According to reports, it appears to have asked customers in Poland, Italy, Spain, and France to gradually withdraw their funds from the exchange. I should also mention that we had already received a statement from the Spanish regulatory authority saying there would be no extension of the MiCA deadline. It did not mention Binance by name, but we all suspect that announcement was directed at Binance. Moving on, dear audience, we will turn to our company's segment and look at strategy, where all eyes are on the 30th of June for reasons we have already mentioned. Investors are focused on the 30th of June, a date that carries two significant events. First, the 30th of June is the date on which dividends will be paid. Investors who hold shares before the dividend X date will receive the payment, while buyers on the 30th of June and afterward will not receive it. This date also serves as the record date on which shares in strategy qualify for the distribution. Eligible investors will receive the first semi-annual dividend of $0.48 per share on the 15th of July. And as we have said before on Crypto News, in order for strategy to continue paying such a high dividend rate and to keep issuing shares so it can buy Bitcoin, this stock needs to be close to $100, and it is currently sitting at $74. So, as we approach the 30th of the month, what will strategy do? Will it sell Bitcoin in order to push the stock back up to $100, or will it not? You understand what I am implying. Continuing with our company's segment, we turn to SharpLink, which is buying Ethereum after a full 8 months of inactivity. It is doing so now at a time when we are learning that Ethereum has fallen to third place, with second place taken by Tether. Not in terms of market cap, but in terms of fully diluted valuation, where Tether stands at $191 billion and Ethereum at $187 billion at the time that screenshot was taken. Just so you understand what kind of moment we are living in within our market. Moving on, we will look at one coin for today, and that is Base, which went down for the second time this week. As you can see, Base had gone fully down on the 30th of May, and this time it also went down on the 25th and 26th of the month. The network was inactive for some reason. Looking at the statistics, we cannot see the exact hours during which the network was down. We only know that it was down. I should mention that we do not know the reason it went down. Some reports suggest that the reason it went down yesterday and the day before is the same reason the network went down on the 30th of May. Nevertheless, the one thing that is certain is that we will not see the Pearl upgrade taking place on the originally scheduled timeline, as the network appears to be quite unstable during this period. For the last piece of news today, we turn to Polymarket, where you also need to be careful. Based on a breach by a third-party provider of Polymarket, malicious actors injected code into Polymarket's front end. The front end is what you, the users, see. This code conducted phishing attacks on various wallets, resulting in the loss of $2.94 million from 11 user wallets. It is reported that the damage has been addressed, but this is the issue Polymarket has been dealing with during this period. Moving on now, crypto market overview. We can see that Bitcoin is holding at $60,000. If we look at the fully diluted valuation rankings, we can again see that Tether is in second place and Ethereum has dropped to third. Please, these are the moments we are living through in the crypto market. As for Bitcoin, it is still holding below our support level, and the way things are going, It will likely continue to do so. While all of this is happening, the situation in the Middle East is explosive once again, as the President of the United States is accusing Iran of a foolish provocation, since Iran launched at least 4 unmanned aerial vehicles at a ship in the Strait of Hormuz. It was not an American warship, it was a commercial vessel. For this very reason, the American military carried out new strikes in the area of the Strait of Hormuz, with Iranian state media reporting that the Revolutionary Guard struck various positions where American forces had been deployed. All of this is happening now during what is supposedly a ceasefire period. The comments are yours, dear audience. That wraps up the top news for crypto today, the 27th of June, 2026. I'd like to remind you that the content you just watched is created for educational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice, but rather as investment opinion. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and feel free to comment. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.